Hi, welcome to Sideline Sports. I'm Sean Neville, and I'm joined by Mike Carr, Dan Sweet, and Jason Crescenzo. Baseball season's right around the corner, so we'll get to talk with that. Red Sox, new fielding positions for everyone on the team, it looks like. So we'll talk about that when we get back. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. Right now, I'll get into the Red Sox. New manager Jimmy Williams is bringing out all kinds of new moves with this team, new position players for everyone.
The tango.
So, what do you think about the new moves made by Williams?
I say go for it.
I think it's going to make I think it's going to make an improvement. I've been watching the preseason games and been listening to them on the radio, and they are improving. They seem like a better team. Sure, they're not playing the big teams that they got to beat this year, but they are winning, and that's a good sign.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Pennant Fever. I'm just saying that they're winning. You know.
I think, he's got to make the guys work for their position.
Yeah.
They have to work for where they're going, so they just can't assume that they're going to be in a position.
He threw everyone in a new position. I mean, Valentin's not going to learn second. Cordero's going to learn left field.
Yeah.
We have a very offensive infield right now. We've got Vaughn, Valentin. No,
It doesn't matter where they play. Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Four
Yeah,
guys.
but
You weren't going to have Valentin and Garcia Parra playing at the same time. I always wanted those two to be in there, but now, but they couldn't be because they both played shortstop. Now we got Valentin in second.
now.
It's a good offensive move. Defensively, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean.
Valentin should be playing for the team. He shouldn't really care where he's playing. I mean, he's getting $3.75 million a year, so
Exactly, yeah.
can't be
It's always
unhappy.
about money.
Actually, it is, yes.
I don't know. I mean, I know Duquette was trying to trade Valentin over the offseason, and he just wasn't getting anything. But you need to get rid of him, I think. Sattler's coming up. Sattler's coming up next year. He's a second baseman prospect.
Who?
Donnie Sattler.
The future of
Donnie
the
Pooh?
organization.
Yes, the
It's like
future.
Paul
It's
Smart.
Donnie Pooh. Donnie Pooh is coming up.
But you have to put together a package.
Jacket
I think
Dodecahedron.
Cordero needs to leave, and I think Valentin needs to leave. I think those are two excess players that you don't need on this team.
No, I don't know. I mean, Valentin stepped up last year and took sort of more of an offensive role on the team. Even with Jose
I do think he has a
Mo,
big part, yeah.
He took a big part. He got a lot of base hits, got a lot of RBIs. I think that we need to keep him around. If not, as a...
With Nomar now?
If not next year, not on the field, maybe put him in the designated hitter position.
Oh, we
He
got
doesn't
plenty of
belong.
guys that designated here. We got Stanley and Jefferson that are fighting for a
Oh,
spot
who
right
cares?
now.
Yeah, but
Who's that catcher?
That's
true.
Stanley and
Hasselman.
Jefferson.
Hasselman.
Stanley.
I thought
lost
Stanley
his
was a
catcher's
catcher.
job. How about
Yeah.
that?
Well, he couldn't throw at anyone, so.
Sort of a problem.
But that's the way of the Red Sox, though.
Well, how about,
don't
what do we
throw
got for
up these.
pitching?
That's just it. We
That's-
don't.
We got Avery. We got Avery, Flash, and Wakefield.
Avery,
Who are they?
Wakefield, Suppan,
Oh, boy.
Butch Henry. I think maybe going to try to
Butch Henry.
make the fifth
Oh, I thought
spot.
he was a manager. There we go.
Butch Hobson you're thinking of.
And then you also have Saberhagen in the mix, and
Saberhagen, oh yeah, he won't
think
pitch till the end of the year.
Chico's making his debut in a
Chico?
couple days. So.
Who's the Chinko?
So we'll see how things go. They don't have any pitching whatsoever.
I agree.
Very little.
We just better hope we get about 11 runs a game.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of 9 to 7, 11
That's what
to
we
8
said
games.
last year, remember?
Oh, we said that last
Yeah.
year? Well, I'm
Well, I
sorry
guess
if I
we're
didn't
smart.
remember a comment from last
Well, no, it's just that's what everyone was saying last year, that there was going to be high-scoring games that we'd win, and the offense didn't show up last year.
No, last year.
I think they floated a boat out to
Last
sea
year
or
we were on the
something.
lower half of the high-scoring games, if we even scored at times.
What are you blabbing about?
Yeah, what are you?
What the bleep?
Oh, forget about it.
Okay. Looking out, catching spot, Hasselman, I think a good move, making him start.
I think
Sounds good.
He's been backup for a lot of these,
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of catches for the past 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And
And then
he
you,
can throw out the baseball.
Yeah.
and then you have Scott
Usually can if you're a
Hatterberg.
catcher.
I believe it is.
He needs an N in there, Hattenberg or something like
He's
that.
just got the E after the. It's
Now we're talking about names
Had
instead
a-
of
Well, it's
sports.
difficult.
And then they have Spear as their third catcher.
Oh
So,
boy.
we have 4 catchers on this team, and Fry has volunteered to catch if they need him. So,
He just wants to play.
first base spot with Mo Vaughn.
Reggie Jefferson's been looking
No,
pretty
but
good
I'm
there,
just
though.
saying, Vaughn's at first. How's he going to do this year? I don't know if he can.
I thought Reggie Jefferson looked pretty good at first, too.
Yeah,
At his short time at the beginning of the season.
very short, very
Yes.
short.
Yeah, he was just. They were just kind of.
Yeah, I've also seen a lot of their younger players playing in the preseason games. I think his name is Nixon. I'm not sure. I can't
Trot
remember.
Nixon.
Trot Nixon.
He looks all right. He looks like a pretty good
Oh,
player.
He's the
right.
number 1 draft pick a few years. Hopefully
better
pretty
be
good.
okay.
He looks like he's gonna make somewhat of a difference on this team in the future.
Yep.
Yes, once
This
again,
is-
the future of the organization.
20
Well,
years.
you see,
We've seen this
this
many
is-
times.
Dan Duquette's movements are now starting to come up.
Bow.
When he came in and started
Bow.
the farm system, they're starting to produce in the major leagues. So that's where you see Garcia Pera coming up, Suppan. Next year you get Brian Rose coming up, who's another good pitcher, and like I said, Donnie Sattler. So it's starting to all fit together.
Yeah, but it's also creating a lot of problems.
Well,
You got the,
yeah, we have
the
the ultimate
controversy.
mediocre team. We have a lot of good players. We have no great players.
The ultimate mediocre
Can agree with that.
team.
I'm gonna
I
have
can
to-
agree with
yeah,
that.
definitely gotta agree with that.
I don't
definitely.
understand.
It means
Well,
that
go to
we
school.
have good baseball players, but we don't have any great baseball.
And we
players.
have too many good
who is
baseball
this
players because
Vaughn?
we got like 2 per
He's
position.
not great.
Vaughn is not great.
No, he's not great.
I don't think so either.
I have a
I don't think
question.
Vaughn has
If we have so many good
all-
players,
He's not a mediocre
if we have so many good
But he's
players,
not
how
a
can we
great
suck?
He's not a
player.
great player. He won the MVP
Well,
once.
what's in
and
between
I
mediocre
don't think he
and great?
deserved it. I mean,
Mediocre.
If we have so many good players, how can we suck?
Mediocre is average. You're
I
saying
don't
we have
know.
an
Above average.
That's the
I
question
see
trying to
them-
be
I
posed.
see-
I mean, pitching, I think.
I see a
for
lot
pitching,
of
that's
above
another
average
story.
players and below average players making the team average. That's
What the?
I don't
That's
see
what's
many
gonna
above
happen.
average
That means
players.
they're going to have like a 500 season.
An above average player to me
80
would be like
81,
Ken
81.
Griffey Jr.
Above average? I consider that
He's very
a
above
great.
average.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, I don't see Mo Vaughn as a great player.
No.
I don't think
No,
Mo Vaughn
nobody
is
does.
even close to a great player.
Nobody does.
Not even close.
No, he's a good baseball player.
Now he's
That's
just
it.
lousy.
No, no,
Did
no,
I ever
no,
say he was
no.
lousy?
He's a better than average,
Well,
but
that's
he's not a
even
great.
close means.
Exactly.
No, there's above average and then there's great. Mo
So
is
you're saying
above
he's above
average.
average.
Frank Thomas is great.
How many
that's
players
what I
can get
consider.
40 home runs?
A lot last year.
It's not just the home runs that count.
Home runs, you gotta look at
Home
it.
It's
runs,
the contribution.
Team leadership.
It's
Field
when you
goal.
need
Average.
it. When you need it.
Sure, I'll give
The
it Mo's a
glove
great
dog.
guy.
Clutch
He's got his own
situation.
nickname.
Oh, give them
Everyone's got their
Mount
own
Fuji.
nickname.
No. Oh yeah. But he holds his own out there.
Yeah, he holds his own, but I'm.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
not
he's
saying
sitting in that
he's
bat the
not a
whole
great
time when
of
he's
the game.
whipping.
Compare him to other first basemen.
I just disagree.
Compare him to
Look how
other
many
first basemen
strikeouts
in
he
the
has.
league.
Well, we're not going to let you disagree.
Looking at other
Look how
first
many
basemen.
strikeouts he
You
has.
guys make me sick.
Will Clark is a great player.
Yeah.
Frank Thomas is a great player. Vaughn doesn't match up with them.
In his day.
McGuire is a great
In his
player.
day, Cecil Fielder was a great player.
Way back in his days.
Okay.
Yeah, in his day.
Mo Vaughn, young person.
Willie
he has
Mays was a
40
great player.
some odd
Yeah.
home runs, so that's not a great player. Okay.
Look how many
I-
times.
I-
Look,
I don't
look at how many
think so.
times he
Okay.
strikes out. Look at them all.
Look at the way he improved in that from
Ooh.
last year.
Oh yeah, he cut it down by
What?
what,
Everybody
3 or
striking
4.
out,
Cut last
everybody
year.
gets their hits.
You what?
He went down last year.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Okay.
well, he went up, but okay, okay.
In the reruns, you'll see what I'm saying.
In the reruns.
And then you'll realize, hey,
Yeah.
we'll play this tape at the end of the season.
Okay, we'll do that.
You remember that.
But switch over, second base position.
Unprecedented. Unprecedented. I cannot.
He said it before.
Second base position.
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable.
I'm with you, brother.
Okay. Moving
Fight for
over.
power. Fight. Damn.
Moving over position. John Valentin's been giving the position at second base.
Yeah. I think Valentin is going to make a vast improvement over in the second base position. He has excellent ground ball handling skills. He knows how to play the game. I think he's going to be able to turn out the double plays that he used to do. I think he's going to make an improvement.
I disagree.
I don't
I
think
think
so.
he'll be like any other normal
Really?
second baseman.
Normal
Just gonna be
second
there.
baseman.
Just gonna be there.
He's not going to do
He's
well.
not gonna do anything spectacular. He's not gonna make a ton of errors. He'll make a few.
Everybody makes
But-
errors. You can't say
Oh,
that.
but he makes more than the average shortstop.
Yes.
Now you change his position
No,
on him,
yeah.
and you think he's going
It's
to
a
make
totally different position.
It's
Yes.
totally different
He's going to
position,
have
but maybe it's
more.
better for him.
more.
I doubt
No,
it. If it was
no.
better for him, he'd be
No.
playing it earlier.
Exactly.
Ah.
Well, maybe no one noticed it earlier.
Well, they probably tried him out at every single position on the field.
Maybe he's a good pitcher. Let's try it. I mean,
Let's
come
why
on.
not? Let's throw him in the
For
outfield.
the Red Sox.
Don't
Hey,
go
throw him
into-
at first base. Why don't we?
A second baseman in the outfield.
Okay, definitely, I don't think Valentin's going to be doing good at second base.
Oh, you're telling me?
I
I'm
think you'll get a few
afraid.
plays
I
out
know,
of
I
him.
know.
He's going to be an
I think you might get
all-star,
like
right? I think
one,
he's gonna make
maybe
a
two good
difference.
plays out of him, real good plays during the season.
The
But
only reason he's at
don't expect
second
much.
is to make an offensive team
Yes.
complete.
That's why,
He's much better offensively than Fry is. More home runs, more RBIs. All right, higher in the batting order. And
yeah, but
that's why he's.
Batting average,
offense
yeah.
doesn't always win games. I mean, you
You're
need
number like
defense
two.
too.
You need defense too, but we don't have defense.
Jeff Fry is a defensive player that can hit 280, hit 10
Yes,
home
but
runs a
if-
year.
Yes, but since we're not a defensive team at all,
Wait a second.
At all.
How do you get a defensive team? You put in defensive players.
I know we only have one or two. Like
Well, you got to
Naring
start
and-
somewhere.
I
Well, I'll
know
tell you
that
this,
still
though.
leaves too many
I'll
gaps.
tell you this though, we don't have good pitching, so
So you might as well, hey,
yes,
let's
you might as
go
well try
out
for the
and Put
offense.
an offense in there.
Because I mean, if you go on defense, nothing you can do about a home run.
This organization's going to go nowhere if you just say, let's go for the offense, screw everything else, we're just going to try to hit.
Like
Well,
we
that's
have
That's
any
why
say in
people
it
like
though.
me are not in there.
Yeah, we
making
don't
those
have any say.
decisions.
Okay, well,
And that's that.
Who gives a bleep about anything?
moving over to the shortstop position.
Nomar was a good choice.
Garcia Parra.
Yeah, gotta develop.
Gotta bring him up. Get him in there.
Gotta develop the young talent. Give him a couple of at bats, some games at short.
He
Couple
showed
at
what he could do at the end of last year, and he showed what he could do in Pawtucket. So,
Yeah, he had
I think he'll have like high 20s, maybe 30s for home
Yeah,
runs.
I'm going to say
70 or
right
80
around
RBIs.
that too.
Yep.
Maybe
for home
25.
runs, he's gonna have around low 20s for home runs. He's not gonna
But
explode.
still look at it. I mean, the whole
Hope he
infield,
doesn't explode.
this whole infield is capable of hitting
Might hurt.
20 plus home runs.
Yeah, no, with Timmy Naring on third base.
Yep.
He's a great
Yeah, it's,
defensive player right
yeah.
there.
Tim had
So-
one of his first healthy seasons in a long time last year, and he showed what he can do. He had a high average. He had some home runs and some RBIs. Yeah, he showed what he could do.
Many a
Contributed.
dive.
Yeah, and he's pretty
Many
good
of the-
defensively.
Best
Yeah, I
defensive
know.
player we
Takes
have in
many
the
of
infield.
Yeah, I know. He
You could say that. You
You
might
could.
even want to say that again.
We're sick
The
of it.
best defensive player in the Red Sox infield.
heard it here first.
Yes.
Well,
What?
not first.
And then again, and again. Never mind. Going out into the outfield. Left field, replacing Mike Greenwell.
The outfield is
Will
nuts.
Cordero.
Will Cordero, a second base left fielder. Okay.
Well,
Big difference there. You know,
It
the
is a big
throw's only about 90 feet more. Just to get it back into second. I don't know.
if he can catch the ball, we won't really have to worry.
I give
about
up when he
the problem.
throws it to the center field and the second a ground ball comes to him. Try to get the runner out.
It's gonna be trying to turn
Yeah.
double plays from left field or
The
something. I
thing
don't
is,
know.
the reason that's bad for Will Cordero, because he was practicing at second base.
Yeah.
And now they just say, oh, wait a second, remember all that
Yeah.
winter training you did? Why don't you go to left
He
field
played
instead?"
in the Puerto Rican Winter League. He played left field, and Dan Duquette said, well, my scouts say he did pretty well. Of course, it's the Puerto Rican Winter League. Anyone
Are you
can do
dissing the
well.
Puerto Ricans?
I'm dissing
They
the
can play just
Winter
as well
League.
as us. Just
That-
because they don't. doesn't mean anything.
Yes, Dan.
Moving on.
That's what I was thinking.
No, not
Why don't
me.
you just shut your yap?
Shane Mack in center field.
The
Yeah.
Mac,
boy.
the X Factor.
The Mac Daddy.
the
Mac
X
Daddy.
Mac.
We
don't know.
Big Mac.
This
Well,
guy
too
played in
much.
Japan last year,
He was
which
in Japan,
says a
so-
lot.
He's
Yeah.
obviously
Japan.
not going to be all-star
Eating
material.
his pork fried
Well,
rice.
he
somewhere.
was a pretty decent player when he played. Was he with the Twins before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Twins.
He was pretty decent.
Yeah,
I mean,
but look, he's aged. and
Decent.
I know he's aged.
I didn't think he was that fast.
Guys who go to Japan don't come back the
I
same.
didn't think he was that fast, dude.
You've
I
seen
know.
Mr.
He's
Baseball.
got some speed. Compared to the rest of the team, he's fast.
over there.
What about O'Leary
Yeah.
and Tinsley and all
I
those?
just wanted to say that.
Guys always go to Japan to boost their self-confidence.
Oh yes. Eat some of that pork fried rice or something. I
stand
don't
feet
know.
above everyone.
Yes. Actually,
No.
he's pretty short, so I mean...
You know, I
Did
love
he
him.
win his job from, what's his name there?
O'Leary.
Who's that center fielder?
O'Leary.
Darren Bragg. Did he
Darren
win the
Bragg.
job
No.
from Bragg? No, he did not. No,
They just signed him,
They
gave
just
him a
said,
lot
"Wait
of
a second,
money.
we got to trick the fans in the media. We brought him from Japan. We have to play him now. We have to support this player that we just took out of the Japan leagues.
You're just going
Yeah.
groping now.
Right field,
Dan has nothing to say right now.
Groping.
right field, I have,
At least I don't grope.
right
Dan's
field
not
has
like
Troy
that.
O'Leary.
What about Bragg?
Yeah,
What happened to him?
You'll probably see some more
What's he
playing
gonna do?
time.
Isn't
We'll
he
see.
still competing for center?
He's gonna sit down.
Yeah. He's gonna brag about his non-playing time.
But-
I don't know.
O'Leary and right, I think a good decision.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
He
They're
plays
all
it well.
One of their few options.
I think he
Once
plays.
again,
I think he
not too
plays
many
Fenway
more
Park
options.
well though.
yes.
Yeah, he
He knows.
does.
He
Once
knows the
again, a
opponent.
defensive player
Yes.
out there left. He's not the best offensive player that you have. So Jay, you must want to get rid of him.
What?
Yes, we know.
He's a weakness in the lineup. Steve.
Oh jeez. He'll have a clutch
He doesn't
hit
hit
though.
consistently.
He has clutch hits though.
Clutch.
That's what we need. Clutch hits.
Let's make the lucky team.
The clutch team.
So basically, you want to win the games.
We're
on
good in the
luck.
clutch situation.
So we're gonna get a clutch
I
situation
see
team, but we're
Vaughn
not gonna
having a
get
good day in
anybody
the
that can
number
get him up into
9
that
position
situation.
today.
So.
Close, of course, it's 0-0.
And
That's why
Exactly.
Dan is never going to manage.
And you either.
then
I will manage.
then you just
Man,
basically what,
please, like,
basically what Williams and Duquette have figured out is that you take all your leftover guys and that's your DH slot. He's
Basically,
got Stanley, Jefferson, Bragg.
Stanley lost his job to Bill Hassman, but Bill Hassman won that one fair and square.
Yes.
He can throw it, the runners much better than
Even though he's
Stanley.
still not good. But
Yeah.
He's got a stronger arm, and that's what they needed.
And he
Yep.
does contribute, just not as much as
Yes.
most players. He's
defensive player.
We still have Jefferson.
Yeah, we still got him.
I think he should fill
He's
in
our
for the
DH.
DH. I think he should be the
Well,
permanent
you know,
DH.
we
but
just
that puts
we
two
just signed
left-handed bats in a row. and you
we
can-
just
But that's good,
signed
though.
Mike Stanley to like his multi-year contract. He won his arbitration, so he's getting like $2 million a year.
so put him in the
You
partial
need-
DH slot.
You
It
can't
doesn't make
bench him.
sense.
You can't bench
Yeah,
him.
but he's not that great of a hitter.
Yes, he is.
He's not that great.
He can hit 20 home runs in a full season.
Yeah, but what's his batting
but-
average? 230.
He's
280.
right. Dan's right. He doesn't
What?
have the batting average. He's around a 260.
Oh, we've
Jefferson.
had three different numbers there: 230, 260, 280.
No, he's not as
275.
bad as what you just said. He's about 260.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 260.
As if you know.
Hey,
Mike, you
I
don't know.
believe
You're just
that most
throwing numbers in there.
Oh, I know. I've been reading the paper.
Okay.
And I
Mike's
know
gonna
what
read
I'm
the
talking
paper. How about that?
about. Oh, would you just shut up?
He hasn't been to any
Okay.
games yet.
Mr. Greco.
You haven't had a chance to go to any games yet.
He hasn't. Stanley.
I'm talking about past seasons.
Do this right. Fight.
Say it.
Okay.
Say it. Come on. I
I'm
dare
going
you.
to.
I dare you.
I won't stoop to your level.
Yeah.
Well, we've evaluated the team. When we come back, we'll look at the whole entire American League East Division and see how the Red Sox stack up with the other teams. We'll be right
They
back.
stack up.
Stack.
Who's stacked?
Kukok's play is going to go down because Pippen's still going to be here, and Jordan's coming back, which he's going to get a lot of attention.
I don't see how you can talk about Kukoc's playing time going down because Pippen and Jordan are there. Kukoc plays a different position than both of them.
No, he doesn't.
He plays the power forward.
Kukoc?
Yeah,
He plays a
does.
guard. He plays. Sometimes he brings. You don't see him bringing the ball up. I see him bringing up the ball up.
Have you ever seen Xavier McDaniel bring up the ball?
No.
Never.
Never.
Dominique Wilkins,
Yes.
he's a forward.
I've seen Dominique bring up the ball, but still, I see.
You ever seen Charles Barkley bring up the ball?
I have.
You don't have to be a guy to bring
But
up the ball.
still, I see. He has Tony Kukoc. He's a guard. He's a two
And
guard.
who is the power forward, Kevin?
The power forward. The center is Will Purdue.
Power forward.
Power forward Luke Longley.
He's a reserve center.
No, he isn't. Bill Wennington's in there too. They got a bunch of people who can play power forward and center. He's not the power forward. I can guarantee that. He might go off into the two guard or maybe even the small forward. He's definitely not a power
All
forward.
right, well,
So
once
his
Kevin
playing
gets
time
his
is-
facts correct, he'll come back and talk to us.
No.
All right, welcome back. Right now, looking at the entire American League East Division.
The entire.
Who's up top? I mean,
Who's in it?
Thanks.
It's going to be
Yankees.
between Toronto and the Yankees.
Yep.
The Yankees, they haven't really done much since last season.
no, and they lost. Who's that closer?
Last season.
They were-
Lee Smith or something?
Okay.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't mean to change much.
No,
They got a
they
great team.
lost. They lost a little bit. They lost their closer.
Yeah.
Forget his name offhand right now, but
Wetland?
Oh yeah, that.
Wetland, that's right.
Yeah, there we go.
Lost him to Texas, I believe.
I believe they got a new one. I believe.
Yeah, but I mean, Wetland.
Yeah,
is
but
the
they still
best.
got Riviera there.
This Riviera.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But let's focus.
Boggs.
Yeah,
Boggs.
they're going to do good, obviously.
David
There's never
Cohn
been
will be having a full season.
Hopefully.
Yes.
So you see, they have good pitching, and that's what's going to lead.
Yeah,
them
but then
to about-
speaking of pitching, you go to the Blue Jays.
Blue
who's got
Jays,
Blue
are gonna have
Jays.
an awesome-
Wow.
They're unbelievable.
Power pitching.
That's amazing.
What do they get? The Cy Young winner for last year. They get the
Cy Young
runner-up.
winner for a couple years
get the
ago.
runner-up.
Cy Young winner from.
And then they get some big old bum who's
We
with
use
the number
names
21.
here. Clemens is gonna do
oh
good
yeah,
this
Clemens.
year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll do fine just because he's out of here.
No, he'll win 15 games, I think. And
I think
Well,
he'll be
that's what
around
we
there.
said last year.
Of course, he did get shelled by the Yankees, but that's
You
okay.
got Guzman, you got
and
Clemens.
Hanky.
That's okay, though. He'll do fine.
Not Hanky. Hankin.
Henkin, yep.
I think it's. I don't think it's going to be
They
as good
don't-
as everyone thinks. So
They don't have a
Their
giant
pitching.
offense.
I don't see
but-
their pitching
But
as
they
good as
never
everyone
did.
thinks.
They won games. They won
Who
the
do they have
series,
for
excuse
offense
me.
though?
Exactly. That's what I just said. I mean,
Yeah, sorry.
they don't really have anyone. But if you can shut down the other team,
Yeah, but I don't see it being the perfect pitching lineup. I don't, it looks good on paper, but I just don't see it.
Eternal helmet.
yeah. Well, I think they'll compete with Atlanta over there for the best pitching staff.
I think they'll come in
the
third. I
league.
think they'll come in third in
Behind
the division.
Atlanta.
And once again,
In the
they'll come in
division.
third.
In the division. Yep.
they got
It'd be in
and,
Detroit.
I don't
And-
care who.
Oh,
and
okay.
let's talk.
The
What about
Yankees.
Atlanta? I
The
mean,
Orioles in there?
Yeah, the Orioles.
The
Forgot to
Orioles.
include
There you
them. I think that they're going to be doing pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean they broke the record for home runs last year. So you know,
Powerhouse.
yeah, they got Brady Anderson and such.
Such. Bobby Bonilla.
bunch of other
Is he on this?
Paul
list?
Miro.
think
I hate Paul Miro.
Paul-
He's a great player. That's why I hate him. He tears up the Red Sox.
Yes, he does actually.
Ripken's over there playing third this year.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a
That is
different
correct.
change. I think he'll do fine though.
Oh, yeah.
It's only short this third. It's here to here. So.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody
only
knows
about
that
10
changing positions means nothing.
Is that a knock at me?
Yes, it was.
Just checking.
And I'd say those three are the top three in your division. I think those three are going to be fighting it out.
Yeah.
Of course, the bottom two is also a competition between
Well,
the Tigers and the
the
Red Sox.
Tigers-
I don't see the Red Sox coming in
The
near the
Tigers will
bottom.
never win again. At least not in this century. Which is
Who's
true.
even on the
Not
team?
in this millennium.
Exactly.
It's the only kid I think Travis Fryman's the only one I know on
And
the
he,
team.
and he has said that he's going to stick with his team to the end, which
Jeez,
it's
wow.
come.
That's
so
suicide.
You're there, buddy.
That's like suicide. I don't know.
Yeah,
Jack
it's
Kevorkian tells you to go to the Tigers or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's saying.
So
With
it's basically
analogies
it.
by dance.
They have no pitching, no fielding, no hitting.
So basically, we're giving the base.
I bet they come in first. Watch
Even
they come in
though
first.
they
Take my word, the Tigers are going to come in first by some
Because we're
miracle.
saying they're not going to.
Yes.
They're going to come in first.
Yes.
You
Upset of the century.
If you took all the powers of the Tigers and made them into one person, maybe you'd get an above-average person, not a great person.
All right. Obviously, we can't say enough about those Tigers, eh?
Okay, we're getting out of hand here. Okay.
All right,
Moving on.
the Red Sox will be above the Tigers.
Yes,
Definitely.
a little bit.
No.
Just
I think the offense will keep them just slightly under 500.
Well,
I think the Red Sox
for
will
this
be a little
division,
over
I'm going to
500.
have to give the division to the Blue Jays.
I'm going to have to go to the Yankees again.
I'd say Orioles. the Orioles.
I'm giving it to
Catch
them,
that?
and
Well, actually,
I'm
I'd
going
go
to
with the
give,
Yankees. I'd go with the Yankees on that. I agree with Michael.
Yeah, I got to go with the Yankees again.
and I'm going to go with Yankees as the wild card.
As a wild card.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the
I'd go with the Orioles as the wild
I go
card.
with the Blue Jays as the wild card.
I think the Orioles are the wild card.
No, we'll see.
I could see a Yankee. I could see the
You know-
I think
you know
I
how
could
I-
see the Yankees in the series.
We will.
You know how
see.
I favor pitching so much. All right, so I'm going to have to go with the Blue Jays. Blue Jays.
And how about,
The Blue Jays
You-
are dead.
well, is your
Yeah,
wild
guys.
card coming out of this division, you think?
Wild card, Yankees. I haven't really put a lot of thought into that.
Okay, well, I'll give you some time. Tell me at the end of the
What's
season.
your
Central Division, Indians lost Bell.
Yeah, who
Yeah,
cares?
that's
They'll
gonna
still
be
do
that's
fine.
gonna be bigger
They're
than
just half their
That's
offense.
gonna
That's
affect
right.
them right there.
because
And
They'll
that
still-
affects
they
them.
still have enough, though.
Their rival picked him up, the Chicago White Sox.
that's right. That's
Who
why I
else do
think
they have though? I mean, they still have
The
Manny
White Sox are going
Ramirez.
to be kind of a threat.
Still have
the,
stuff
what,
like that.
the Sox
so.
are gonna be good this year. Frank
Oh,
Thomas
Comey's
and
still
Bell.
Frank Thomas and Albert Bell.
I believe
I
we
think
had
that's that could be the Bash
Comey's
Brothers
still
of
in
the
there.
90s
this is
right
the
there.
this is the greatest offense, two-man offense since what was this? Mo
McGuire.
Vaughn, Jose Canseco era.
No, I would say Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're back together.
Yeah, I know. So it's
Which
gonna,
brings us to the
No,
West.
the battle of the Bash Brothers. Now
Nah.
we got Bell and Thomas on the
McGuire will be his
Central,
u-
and then McGuire and Canseco back together.
McGuire
Yeah.
will be his usual
Exactly.
50 home runs. So.
I think Canseco will be up near
Canseco
40.
is not.
No,
I think he'll be up near 40.
Canseco is not himself.
I
He's
see
been
Canseco
steadily
up by 40.
declining.
And he did.
I see Canseco
out-
up by 40 home runs.
News
I
out
don't
of
know, I
Oakland spring training camp. Jose Canseco is playing outfield. They say he's in the best shape he's been in years.
Oh yeah.
That's
he's-
because they
It's
haven't
because
seen him in years.
It's gone.
And he's
gone
out
from the
playing
Red
right
Sox.
field. He's going to be their starting right fielder.
And probably
And
one of
he'll-
the starting
and-
pitchers.
And he'll
throughout the year.
he'll injure himself in the first game.
Yeah.
He'll be out
He's
for the
going to
season.
get injured because
Oh, I
that's
don't
what he
know.
does. You
He's
see.
too big. He's too big. He can't get injured.
I
It's
see.
impossible for him not to get injured.
Oakland may be making a last run at the Western Division, and then they're just going to die. The second
better be
McGuire,
fast.
All they have is
Canseco lead.
Stottlemyre.
Yeah.
That's all they have. I mean, pitch-wise.
Yeah, but they get a good offense now. I think Canseco will have around 40 home runs. You
Oakland's-
guys may laugh at me, but I think so.
I
You
say
guys
he's got
watch.
about. I think he's got about 30, because you got to
High
factor.
30s.
You got to factor in the interleague play and stuff
I
like that.
factor in the injury factor.
Are you saying
That
the
gets
other
him
league's not as
25.
Saying the other league's better, and they're going to shut down Canseco.
Yeah.
Tis true,
I agree.
Who do you see as the leader in the division?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
No,
let's
Oh, the
go.
West?
Oakland.
The West, Oakland. How
Who
about
else is in
Wildcat?
there?
No, I'm saying for the whole league. I
Oh.
picked,
Angels have
I
really
picked
let it
the
all
Yankees
go.
as the wild card for the league.
Oh, the league.
Oakland, I see. Who they got? They got the Anaheim Angels.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's
Who
right.
the heck
Anaheim.
are
They,
they?
they really
And,
let themselves go.
Did they make
So,
two new teams or one?
No, it's just
one.
they
Just
just
Anaheim.
renamed themselves. That's what
What
they
are
did.
they?
I guess
The
they
Brewers?
handled
The
the
Brewers
entire
or something?
state or
So
something.
the California Angels became the Anaheim
Oh,
Angels.
California
And
Angels.
there's the Mariners.
There's a winning team for you.
Yeah, the Mariners.
I don't know. I can see the
Actually,
Mariners.
wait a second. Yeah, that team is pretty. That league went from the slums, and now they're pretty good.
I know. I mean,
If Randy Johnson's productive
yeah,
this
the
year,
Randy,
what's the name?
Randy Johnson's
That,
stays
that
healthy.
really killed the West.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no
yeah.
kidding.
They
That and the
they,
that and Griffey's injury
Yep.
last year. That put them right out of it.
And who is it? Rodriguez
Jay
was injured
Buhner
for a
got
little
hurt
bit.
for a little
Yeah,
bit too.
Buhner got hurt too. They've got a good offensive punch.
yeah, look for
They've
Buhner
got
to have
Martinez, Griffey, Buhner.
Buhner will be up by 40. That's what
yeah,
I
look
say.
for Buhner to have a pretty offensive
And they got
season.
again they have the best pitcher in the American League.
And then
Johnson.
Griffey's
Johnson is
Griffey's
just
been hot the past few
intimidation.
years.
I know
and
he's
he
got
just
the
keeps getting hurt.
intimidation factor.
So I don't
He's
know.
just
I see
scary
him
to
up
look
by
at.
He's got the. Do you remember
6'10"
Dave Stewart?
Yeah, the
Yeah, what
A's
about him?
He
with
was
the hat.
got
The
him
hat.
look.
Yeah.
They have such intimidation. Excuse me. That's what gives Randy Johnson his edge.
Animation.
I forgot to factor in Seattle up there, but I mean,
Yeah.
look at you got. I don't think
Fazio.
the Angels are going to do nothing. They got last clinched.
Nada.
Yeah.
The top three: Seattle, Texas, and Oakland. I don't know about those three. It all depends on what happens.
Yes,
Well,
that's
no.
usually
Let me finish. It all depends what happens with injuries and stuff. Because I mean, obviously, those three teams have a lot of players that have gotten injured.
Yeah.
Canseco, McGuire are injury prone and we've seen Griffey and Johnson were injured last year.
Yeah.
And then Texas may factor in just to be one of those.
Actually, if
I
you-
see
if you-
Seattle though.
with all those
Yeah, me
injuries, all right, you might want to choose Texas to win this division. I mean,
Exactly.
that's what I'm going to go with Texas.
I say
repeating,
Seattle.
Their win here.
Well, who did Texas have? They've got Rodriguez,
Guzman
Guzman.
and
They still have Franco, or is he still?
They
with
have
the,
Guzman?
White Sox.
no, what is it?
Texas doesn't have Guzman.
Did I say? No, he said Guzman.
You said
I
Guzman.
said
and
Guzman?
I
Yeah, you
concurred,
said
but I was
One-
obviously
no,
wrong.
one-
Because the Blue Jays have
One-
Guzman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the wrong one. Nobody caught me on that.
Gonzalez.
I agreed with you.
Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez.
I said Guzman. Nobody
Okay.
agreed with me. That was Guzman.
I didn't agree.
I did.
That's true. Dan caught me.
You beat.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to say Seattle because I think that they're gonna. Be
Now
healthy.
that I've taken a broader
Wrong
look at it, I'm
one.
gonna have to go with you on that one.
Yeah.
I
Seattle.
picked the wrong one.
We have 3. No.
Okay.
Not at all. Moving on.
Well, I guess that'll wrap it up this time. I guess we're all done talking about all teams. We'll see how things go. Next time we come back, season will be started, and we'll see how Sox make out. We're starting on a West Coast road trip, so
Oh boy.
Sox make out.
so until next time, I'm Sean Neville.
I'm Mike Carr.
I am Vince Sweet.
I'm Jason Crescenzo.
So until next time, so long.
See you later.
Ah.
Jay added a little comment at the end.
Yeah.